wanted to talk about pedicures. I love this time of year because we get to wear flip-flops and sandals, but you need to make sure that your feet look nice. So I'm gonna walk you through step by step on how I do pedicures at home. So let's get started. Okay, so you're just going to need a few things, and the most important thing that I feel I use for this pedicure is some saran wrap, and you can get any kind that you want, just regular saran wrap. This is my little secret for my pedicures. And to go along with that, I get this callus eliminator, and I just got this at Sally Beauty Supply. And then you're going to need a foot buff. This is just like a sugary, rough lotion that's gonna help slough off some of that skin. And then to finish up your pedicure, you're going to need a lotion. And you don't have to get these exact brands, just something like this. You should be able to get most of the products that you use from Sally Beauty Supply. And then, of course, a foot file. Just any foot file you want. A couple of files. And I like a rougher file to remove some of the extra cuticle around the toe, and then a softer one to buff the whole toenail. And then lastly, we need a cuticle stick just to help remove some of those cuticles. Okay, so before you start your pedicure, you're going to want to soak your feet in water for a few minutes. Or I think a great time to give yourself a pedicure is after you get out of the shower or bathtub, because all of that skin is soft from the water and it just helps get rid of all of those calluses. So do that first, and then you're going to want to take your saran wrap. I've just cut a piece off, and then place it under your foot. And it's nice to do this in the bathroom or somewhere where it's not going to get too messy, because it is kind of messy. And it is easier sometimes to do it on the floor. Okay, so you're just gonna take your callus eliminator and start putting that on your calluses. And this is just gonna help get rid of some of those calluses. It makes a huge, huge difference when you're filing. It just softens all of that up and helps remove it. And then the saran wrap just adds to that. It helps it kind of penetrate in there and soak in there a little bit better. So get that on there really good. Anywhere that you have problem areas, and then wrap that up. And that just kind of heats it up and gets it in there really good. Okay, and while that's sitting on there, you're gonna wanna shape your toenails and get rid of all of the dead skin around your toenails. So you're going to want to get your cuticle stick and just start removing any of that skin. So another good thing about soaking your feet is that all of these cuticles get softened and they come off really easily. You can also keep a cuticle stick in the bathtub with you and then go around your cuticles while your feet are wet, and that works really well. Okay, and once you're done with that, then you're gonna start filing and shaping your toenails. And this is a really good time to do this also, so that that callus eliminator can sit on there a little bit longer, because the longer it's on there, the better it's gonna penetrate deep down in there. So I'm gonna start with my rough file, just to go around the cuticles lightly. When you remove all of that skin, it's gonna help your polish stay on longer. So you wanna try to get as much of that skin on your nail off as possible. Just do it lightly so that you don't hurt yourself or take off too much of the nail. And I'm just going around the cuticle area. And if your toenails are long, this is when you're going to want to clip them, or you can file them down, whatever you like to do. Okay, and then if your toenails are longer, if you want to shape them, just go ahead and file those in the shape you want them. The proper way to file your toenails is actually to do it in one stroke, but I don't always do it the proper way. Okay, so once you're done filing around your cuticle area and shaping your toenails, you're gonna wanna take your buffer and just start buffing that. And that's gonna help get rid of some of those scratches that we just put in there. And also it will remove a thin layer of your toenail so that you can get rid of some of those oils, and so that your toenail polish will absorb a little bit better. Absorb might not be the right word. It's gonna help it stick a little bit better, stay on and last longer. Okay, so once you're all done with that, with your toenails, getting them ready, you're gonna remove the saran wrap, but you don't want to wash that off. You wanna keep that on there, but you're gonna wanna take a towel or a washcloth and wipe off the excess. You don't need all of that on there. That's gonna kind of clog up your foot file. So just wipe it off. Then take your foot file, and I don't like to get this wet. I like it to be a little bit more dry. And you're just gonna start filing. And it's gonna seem like you have a lot of dead skin coming off, but you still have that callus remover on. So it's gonna seem like a lot more, so don't be freaked out when you have skin rolling off. So I think depending on your feet, people get calluses in different spots. Mine are on my heels and on my toe. So wherever you have a problem area is where you're going to want to file. You don't want to file in spots that are soft, because that's just going to make that sore and there's no reason to. We're going to use a lotion that is a scrub, and that's going to help get any of that dry skin off in those areas, so you don't need to file those. Also, I've noticed when I've given myself pedicures or other people, sometimes we get dry skin under the toenail. And so you can also lightly go under there. There's a soft side and a rough side of your foot file. You can just lightly go under there. Okay, so we just got done filing all of the dead skin off of our feet, and next we're going to use the foot buffer. And that's just gonna get any of that extra skin on our feet off that may be left on there after we filed our feet. And you can either rinse your feet off before you do this, or you can just go ahead and do it with the callus eliminator on. It just depends on what you want to do. I rinse my foot off, and I'm just gonna take the foot buff. And I don't want my foot too wet, because then it kind of sloughs this off, so you want it more dry. And you're just gonna start rubbing that all over your feet. This is nice too, because if you have any dead skin on your hands, it gets all of that dead skin off too. So your hands will feel so nice after. I like to just get around the toenails to get any of that dead skin off. And then on your problem areas, and then where we didn't file, you want to make sure to get that too. But again, not too rough, because that skin is kind of more tender. This isn't a necessary step, it's just kind of an added step. I know some people have really sensitive feet and they can't stand this, so you don't have to use this if you don't want to. Okay, so we just rinsed our feet off and got all of that off really, really well, and now we're going to add the lotion. And this part, of course, is always better when someone else does it, but it's nice to give yourself a little foot massage sometimes. It can make your whole body feel better. So just put that on your feet. Okay, so when you're done putting the lotion on, you're gonna wanna make sure to remove any excess lotion on your toes, because those oils will make your toenail polish just peel right off. So go through with a washcloth or a towel and just kind of get all of that off if you can. Make sure to get around your cuticles, because that's gonna gather there. And you can also use your cuticle stick to remove any of that. And then I also like to use acetone or a nail dehydrator over that, because that's going to be really oily and you want to remove any of that so that your polish stays on better. So all that's left to do is paint, and I'm not going to be showing you guys that today. You'll have to watch next week. I'm going to be showing you guys how to do glitter toes. I love doing that for the summer. It's really fun and really, really easy, so make sure to watch next week. Okay, you guys, so that is it. I hope that you're able to follow along with me step by step on how to give yourself a pedicure at home and hopefully save some money this summer. So let me know if you like it. You can let me know on Facebook or Twitter, and let me know down in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.